Right guys, Johnny here, Mr. Forex Fire. What we're going to do, we're going to look at the GU. It's the New York and it's the lunch hour. We've broken out the 8 AM session at the 15 minutes, so we've got an anchor and we're coming down to here in the 15 minutes. We'll go down to the 5. I'm just waiting to see if we get a separation candle on this. And what I mean by a separation candle, this current candle that's moving up and down, we need it to close without touching the 50%. And then we can just wait for the secondary candle to come in to do this, and then possibly do that, and then go further down to the sell side. Reason why we wait for this is simply because this candle is the momentum candle at the moment. We do not want it to touch the 50% because that would indicate that price may just come down, push up, and then want to take the higher high. Just one of the conditions I've put back in to the refinement on what I do with this. We'll just wait for a couple of minutes. We'll see what happens with that. We'll go back to 15 minutes, look at the Euro USD. We can see we're still stuck in a range. The SP 500, again, we have broken out in fairness on the SP. So we can do this down to this here. We can take it down to a 5. However, we can see price has came back and touched into that. The NAS, we go up to 15. Again, this was the spike earlier on, so this was just outside the 8 AM, so I'm not particularly fussed about looking at the NAS. We may have a little bit of interest on the SP, but again, my entries is going to be on the FX pairs, to be fair. We'll go back to the GU, and what we can see, we've actually touched, after this displacement coming down, we've touched into the 50%. So I'm not going to be looking at that at this moment. Again, what we'll do is we'll get rid of this, and we'll continue to keep an eye on the 15-minute chart with this. Again, I do think this may want to go and take this high because of the momentum on this candle at the moment. I'm just going to draw this back out on the 5-minute, which is where we were intending to do so. Yeah, so this has got the momentum now. It's going to want to break, test, and go higher to the higher high. So we're keeping up with GU. We'll go back to that one with this. We've still got 40 odd seconds with this. I've got a feeling this may break higher as well. Oh, fuck. I think, yeah, it's broke higher as well. So we're just going to sack that bit off as well. We don't want to be looking at that. So we'll just bring the EU and GU together. We'll go back up that 15 minute. We'll go into the EU. We might find that price after it came down here. We might do a bit of this. And I'm hoping we might catch them again. I don't like to get into anything too late, to be fair. This is where I got burnt yesterday at this time. We'll keep an eye. I'm going to pause the video and be back in a short while. Okay, guys, so what we're going to look at, we're going to have a look at the CAD JPY, because we swept out the London high. We'll come down to sweep out the London low. Okay, so we've got the 15 minutes. We've got the bullish on here. We're going to go at the 5 minutes. We're going to highlight this here to this here. It looks like we've got the separation as well. We've got about a minute and a half. I'll just wait and see what happens with this. I don't think I'll be entering anything today, in fairness, from what I'm looking at. I might set up a trade to look at with the conditions, but I don't think I'll enter anything on this today. I'm going to wait till tomorrow, to be fair, but we'll see if we can find an entry on the CAD JPY at the minute. We'll just let this condition go further down. And again, we haven't quite swept out of this New York EM session. The GBP, USD, put this down here. We'll take this down to the minute. Again, we're waiting for. See, this is where I'm tied with this, because we had the touch and then we come straight in on that same candle. But there is conditions there where we've had the bullish and then the bearish engulfing here. But I'm not gonna chance that, to be fair. We got burnt the other day doing that. This card again, 15 seconds. This looks like it's going to be a separation candle for us, which is what we want to see. Yeah, definitely a separation candle, because we've got air between here and here. So we've got around about 3 pips of air. We'll see what happens. See, we'll come in and get the touch. What we can see liquidity wise on here, we've got the New York EM high. We've also got a gap here. So we've got a gap there as well. And these are on the 5 minutes. We'll see if we come in and get a touch on this. Okay, so again, let's go back into the GBP. We'll take it down to that 1 minute. This was the bullish, this was the bearish. I think I might put a bit of a tester on this. So if we break below that, okay, like I said, I'm not going to enter a trade, but I'm just going to set something up at the minute. We'll go for this here, and we'll look for that 1 to 2. So like I say, the only thing that's putting me off is when I go to the 5 minute. It's the case of when we've had the touch here, we instantly got in there without having the separation candle, which is what we should see here, you know. So we'll see what happens with this. We'll see if this continues to push down to get an entry, to then see if it gives us a 1 to 2. Okay, like I said, this is on the 1 minute. This will be a sell stop position. If I just pull this back into here, that's where we are. We'll just see what happens with that. We'll see if it activates. Go back to add JPY, see where we are with that. So not quite touching into this just yet. Again, we've got to be on the 5 minute on this one. Put an alert on there. Get this back into the GBP USD. We'll go at that 1 minute. So there's a touch onto there. Again, I wouldn't necessarily have entered this. I just want to test it with regards to this here, seeing if there's any truth or any confluence with what I see when we get this. We shouldn't really be getting in on a trade straight away if it touches this with the same candle. It'll just be interesting to see its outcome. We'll go back to that CAD JPY, and we are just waiting for that touch of the 50%. Take a look at where we are with the card. It's weak, so is the JPY, to be fair. The GBP strong. Back onto this. Was it the GU we were looking at? No, yes, it was. GU, the GU and the currency strength. GBP strong, USD is weak. So that should tell me that the Group British Pound wants to go further up, to be fair. Back into that card. Looks like we're going to get the touch into the 50. It's thinking about it. It's pulling away again. Take another look at this GU. Again, 50%. So the 50% would have been around about that area. We'll get rid of that. We'll go back up to the 5 minute and the CAD-JPY. There's the alert. So we're going to go this into the 1 minute. And what we want to see, guys, is a selling condition, followed by the bullish engulfing. Because we want to see this condition here. That would be the position in the buy. This would be down here. And 1 to 2 is around about that position there. Again, let's just do another one, because I want to see if we get up to the target. Not only that, I want to see if we come up to here. Again, I would expect maybe a target into here. Maybe a 50% roughly is there as well. So I've got 2 TPs there. We'll see what comes of that. So we're down on the 1 minute on the card. We'll look at the GBP USD. And I'll pause the video. I'll be back in good time, guys. We'll just see what comes of these by the time they finish. I'll be back shortly. And yeah, guys, so again, the GU, we've now come down to the take partial area. This is the lunch hour. We came in, there was an entry as we go down to 5 minutes, popped in, and then we went to the 1 minute. We had the bullish followed by a bearish engulf, and that was the entry point. We've come in down to a 1-to-1 area for out of the 1 to 2%. The CAD-JPY at the minute is just simply meandering about, to be fair. It's not doing much. Again, the CAD-JPY is not one I normally trade on this, but we do have people in the Discord that do trade the CAD-JPY, so I've just given it a trial. Again, we've got to remember, guys, okay, this time of night, which is UK time, 20 to 7, for me, it's not a good time to be trading, to be fair, because I find the markets are slowing down. We got caught in a trade yesterday, which we ended up losing. This is why I've not entered it on this account. We just should happen that we got in on a trade this morning and we were able to do the risk management and get our profits back. But again, like I say, with that's this here. But we're going to test this. We're going to see how this reacts with regards to the KJPY. Again, 15 minutes. Reason we're doing this is because we spiked out of it in the New York lunch hour, okay? And then we went down to 5 minutes. We had the separation candle, and we had the touch into the 50%. We then went down to the 1 minute. In this instance, we were looking for a bearish candle, okay, which is this here, followed by the bullish engulfing. So this here, bearish candle, followed by the bullish. There's the bearish candle. There's the bullish engulfing. We got in on the setup here, and we're now heading in profit as well on this CAD JPY. And again, if we go on the system and we do this and we mark out where a take partial area is, okay, we can see that that will be a take partial area. We'll keep that marked up and we'll see if we reach into that. The GBP USD, we have had a take partial area. Now, when we go into this here, there's options. You've got move SL to break even and take half the profits off. So that's something I possibly would have done on here. So again, we would have secured profits here, and we would be able to break even. Okay, so that would have been a successful trade on this hour of the New York session. The KJPY, I'll pause the video. We'll continue to watch this. There's a 1 to 2, a chance to go to the first take profit area. But again, the ultimate high, which is of the New York EM session, it is a 1 to 6. Okay, so I'm going to pause the video and I'll be back in a short while on this one. But we have had the GU has been successful. It has hit a take partial area, so it would have been a profitable area. Okay, so I will be back in a short while, guys. Okay, guys, so we are at the take partial area. Okay, the take partial area has been hit on the CAD JPY. Let's take a look at the GBP USD. We have gone and done the 1 to 2, so that's a 2% winner on that. Maybe I should have gotten in on a trade, but again, after last night, I didn't want to get stuck. So that's a 2% winner. Done this all in front of you, in front of your eyes, done it live. Again, yes, this is recorded, but live price action. Looks like we may get another 2% winner on this one. But I do anticipate this to go to 6%. So again, what I'm going to do, I'm going to pause the video. I'll come back. We'll see what this does in the next half hour or so, or 20 minutes. See if we can go to that 2% marker. We're basically about 6 or 7 pips away from it doing the 2%. So that will be 4% on this session. And again, if it goes any further and it goes to this 6%, whether I've got this on Facebook or in the Discord, I'll update after I've done the recording and uploaded. I'll update anything if this does go to the 6%. So just bear with me. I'll be back with you shortly. All right, guys, there we go. We have hit the 2% on this as well. You can see there we've pushed through it. We may even go up towards a 6%. Okay, so 2% on this. Heading up towards this 6%. So again, targeting the New York high, to be fair, of the EM session. We are at the minute at the take partial of the 1 to 2.67, but we could be going for a 1 to 6 on this as well. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to stop the video from there. I'll update anybody on Facebook or in Discord to let you know if we went to a 1 to 6 on this. But on this session of the New York PM time, we've hit 2% on the CAD PY, and we've hit 2% on the GBP USD. Okay, again, catch us all there. Any feedback, drop the comments below. Okay, I'll see you later, guys.